all, Sarranuva here, and today's video is about making gold a daily routine, the eat, sleep, Warcraft, repeat approach. To give you guys a bit of an insight, I thought I'd show you through my character lists of what I do when I get in from work. I work 9 to 5, so you know, I effectively come in, have a bite to eat, spend some time with a girlfriend and log on. First thing I do is jump normally onto my bank character. I'll buy my mats that I require on my alts. I've got Udder Lover, who's a hunter that I don't use. I've got Altarika, who's a tailor. Purely use them just for the tailoring. Goosh, I'm actually leveling up at the moment. He's a miner and a tailor. Nemote is a alchemist and a tailor. Sooty is also an engineer and a tailor as well. And Storix is pretty much my fully leveled tailor and a bit of an enchanter as well. What I also basically tend to do is use each of those elements and cooldowns on a daily basis just to try and make a little bit of gold here. So as you can probably notice, there's a lot of tailors here. It's purely about the hexweave bags. However, what I do tend to do with Storix, the full level tailor, is I'll use the cooldown for primal weaving, and what I'll tend to do is I'll use the daily cooldown that you get in garrisons. Garrisons are still massive, great ideas to use to create some gold. Now, if you can remember, there used to always be a daily quest with regards to garrisons. Sometimes they were in there, sometimes they weren't. I'll always check out the daily quest on Storix purely because I can get a load and load of primal spirit. Now this comes in great. Herbalism I tend to avoid though because it's just too expensive. However, raw beast hides are fantastic, so if you can get those primal spirits, they'll work really well. Stockpile on those, and then just have a little look for sumptuous fur. Get them when they're actually low in cost, and what you can actually then do is just make an absolute bucket load of primal weaving. Now the purpose of primal weaving is obviously you're going to get a whole host of cloth, which in order to make money off that, you then just basically need to make hexweave bags. So I'm just going to stop here. I'm just going to make a couple of the hexweave bags, and what you can effectively do is make around about, I think about 2,000 gold roughly on my server at the moment. So over time, if you just pick up sumptuous fur quite cheaply, you can actually just make some bags there. Now, with the same mindset in place, what you can also do is you can, if you've got an alchemist, is you can actually do the living steel cooldown. I do this every day. It requires a little bit more of an expensive mat, ghost iron bars to transmute into trillium bars. You might hit lucky with regards to some of the procs. Like you can see, yeah, I'm not getting very many at the moment. I'm getting, you know, one every sort of 5. But what it basically allows you to do is it allows you to make an absolute ton of living steel. And what you can then do is use the Riddle of Steel cooldown, and this requires harmony, and if you use that, you can just plow through an absolute ton of mats and make an absolute fortune in gold, because mainly the bars are still used for a lot of the mounts and the pets that you can get. I'll show you in a minute with regards to how I use my engineer to make mounts effectively. I do it every day. I log on. If I've got a little bit of time, I'll start doing you know, a couple of the riddles of steel. I'll start doing primal weave and things like that. But it's literally just a log on, log off, do the cooldown onto the next character. I do also try to do the mats in advance on the bank character and just send them to the character so I don't have to log on, log off. So as you can see here, you do get a little bit of tailoring available on characters. I'm just going to literally just make a very quick bag here, send that to the bank alt. Again, just rinse and repeat, log on, log off, create a bag there. So it only takes around about 4 to 5 days to do a bag. If you do that across, like I'm doing across 4 or 5 characters, you know, do about 10,000 gold a week roughly. And again, just logging on, logging off. One thing that I tend to do with with the engineer is do the bag, but I'll also do the cooldowns as well. And one thing I will do with Sarranuva, the main obviously, is the laystone. Just do the prospecting as much as I can. You will get a lot of the smaller gems, as I've covered in a previous video, but what you can actually do is the money that you'll make off the big gems, off the blue gems, will far outweigh the cost of the ore. I still tend to buy as much as I can, under around about 25 gold if I can, but as you can see, there's a little bit of a run where, you know, you will get some green gems. You will get a lot of green gems, I'm not gonna lie, but the blue gems that you'll get, you know, Pandemites, Eye of Prophecy, Dawnlights, all of those do sell really, really well. So one thing that I did mention there on the engineer is I use the cooldown for the Ghost Iron Bar every day, every 30 days, to get Jade's Peculiar Power Source. This goes into the Sky Golems. They can sell anywhere from 60,000 gold right up to 125,000 roughly on my server at the moment. Seems to be a bit of an oversupply, but still it takes a month to actually create that mount. So, you know, just get on every day and do it. It takes about 10 minutes to do a daily routine for logging on, logging off. Doesn't take into account obviously world quests. I've only got one level 110. I very rarely level anything else. Currently leveling Goosh just purely for mining, but I just don't have the time. I'd rather just play the game to the extent on one character, make a load of gold as you can. As you can see there, just make an absolute ton of gold just off these individual gems. Buy them for around about 25 gold a piece. But yeah, I'm just getting an absolute fortune with regards to a lot of the gold on here. So what I would tend to do is gold, highly generated from ores. The long player game, it is a daily routine of engineering, of tailoring, if you've already transferred everything, like, you know, everyone else did before Legion launched it into tailoring, just to stack those bags up. The imbued silkweave bags that everyone's doing at the minute, you know, they're just not worth the mat cost, so everyone's still buying the hexweave bags. So as you can see, I'm getting an absolute ton of gold here, off pretty much all of the gems that we've got. I do have a lot of items where I'm making an absolute fortune, so yeah, just keep it up there. You know, the Sky Golem did sell there, but it will take a while to sell them, you know, probably about a week's worth of return, but, you know, big chunk of cash there just from going on every day, sniping some of the prices from the auction house and just stockpiling and then doing the cooldown. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm just gonna say please like and subscribe the videos below. You know, every subscription, every view, every like that I get, you know, very, very much appreciated. But yeah, thanks for subscribing and watching, and hopefully something else will come in the next couple of days. Thanks now, bye.